Welcome back to Nuskas with Anushka, where every story matters and every connection counts. Today, I am thrilled to have the founder of Kidsters, India's largest DIY kids brand. With over 100 innovative kits, she is on a mission to make the world a magical place. Keep watching as we delve into her entrepreneurial journey from building Kidsters from scratch to navigating market trends and unforeseen opportunities. Get ready to be inspired by Nidhi Agarwal's passion for creativity. Welcome, Nidhi, to Niskas with
Hey.
Anushka.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anushka. I'm so excited to be here.
Same here. I'm also very excited. Thank you for joining us and sharing your journey throughout today.
Of course. Always happy to do that.
Great. So, again, let's start from where did you get this idea of, making these DIY kits and how did you identify the potential market for this whole concept?
I feel like Anushka, our entire generation has grown up watching Mad and Art Attack, and we'd all be people who were waiting to watch those episodes every day. And I feel anybody who's seen those has been somebody who's been wanting to create, right? Who's had that itch to keep creating, follow a hobby, and the beauty of growing up is that you get to explore your life, you get to earn the money that you've always wanted, but the downside of it is it takes away all the time and energy from you to do anything with that money, anything productive, anything fun with that money. So I feel like what I really wanted to create was an avenue for people to get experiences, to do more with their time, with their limited time that they have. And be able to sit at home, sit anywhere, in fact, on this planet, and do anything that they wanted with zero commitment to being able to go to a class, find a workshop, get that time, kind of like squeeze through traffic and then make it to that place, because so many times it just doesn't happen. You might even
Right.
book a workshop, you might even book a class, and you just end up not going because it is too much work. So your peaceful time might be at 3 in the morning, or it could be at 6 in the morning where no one is talking to you. There are no emails that you need to check. There's no WhatsApps that you need to answer. So I want to give people the excitement that we've all felt when we were kids, where we could just do what we liked. We could explore like 100 things. We could be going to a sports class one day. We could be going to a gardening class the other, baking class the third, and just have fun. So I feel like Kidsters is that way for me to able to give people that opportunity. Yeah, to just create, to just try different
Create.
things out.
Right. And I also completely resonate because I'm also a very creative person. So my creativity was also through like, I also used to, get these mandala books and start, sketching on that. So because it's also a very therapeutic process, you need to get out of your actual daily, chaos, life chaos, and you need to get into that creative space. So I think what you've created is just amazing. And the best part is that it's available at your convenience. Like you said, if it's 6 a.m. or 11 p.m. in the night, I mean, you just have it whenever you want it. So I just
Correct.
love that.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So, I know a little bit of your journey, edupreneur, I would say, in Wisdom High. And then you moved on to, I think there was a startup called Book a Workshop, and then there was the advent of Kidsters. So
Right.
I mean, definitely there would have been some challenges before, through your journey. So what were such uh, challenges that you had faced initial in your stages of building Kidsters?
So I feel like Kidsters is something that I did not plan for. Kidsters is something that happened to me. It it's always felt like, so I think Kidsters is probably like my fourth startup, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so
Okay.
I feel like it's all been a journey that's helped me learn, understand, and then finally be able to stumble into Kidsters and be like Kidsters is literally the culmination of everything I've ever wanted to do with my life.
Wow.
So, I'm not even kidding when I say this because so when I joined the school like 4 years back, the funny thing that happened is, I mean, the only thing that I knew how to do in the school is marketing. And
Okay.
I think 5 years ago, schools in Nasik weren't really focused on marketing. You know, they
Right.
didn't have a social media page, they didn't have anything. They didn't think that a school needed one. So
Right.
I was like, I don't know anything else to do, so let me at least try this out. So I convinced my mom. I got in as the marketing head for Wisdom High, and we were doing a lot of that. So what happens is that with marketing, I used to be the last person leaving the school because
Okay.
I'm just sitting, writing my ideas, doing my things and stuff like that. And I didn't do the 7 a.m., 8 a.m. school time, right? I used to come in a little later, so I would leave later. So what happened is I saw that literally after 5 p.m., I realized that the school was empty. And I have like three schools which are just lying there, like beautiful looking schools which are just lying there, and there was no use for it, right? After 4 p.m., 5 p.m., when everyone's gone. So we turned that into like a full learning center for anyone and everyone who wanted to come and learn. So there was no age bar, there was no school bar, like you had to be from Wisdom, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. आप कहीं से भी हो सकते थे. So we launched multiple classes so we had some 50, 60 classes running simultaneously. Every weekend we would get them like new workshops. We figured out that, a lot of mothers, they come and they drop their child for some extracurricular class, and they would just sit there because they had to, go class hopping with the kid. So we gave them like a 50% off, and we were like, chalo, aap bhi kuch kar lo. Then
Wow.
the Dada Dadi generation also started coming in for some yoga or something. So it became like such a beautiful scene. So after 4 p.m., where the school was just lying idle, it came back to life. And everybody, all ages, became its life force. So that was really thriving. I feel like we were doing some really amazing stuff. We also tied up with I have signed MOUs even now from Shankar Mahadevan's Academy of Music. We were supposed to get them to Nasik. We were supposed to get SP Jain, and we were supposed to get like a couple of other people like ISDI and all to Nasik to host these weekend courses and stuff. And as soon as all of those MOUs fell in place, the world fell out of place because COVID struck. Right? And the only thing that I had to offer to, everybody who was like partnering with us and conducting everything was the space, and that went away because we couldn't, everyone was on a lockdown, we couldn't really move. So I was quite taken aback. I'm like, yaar, ab main kya karu? What the hell should I do now? Because and then we were like, okay, we started this really fun thing called Nugget Learning on Facebook.
What is
Because I'm
that?
like, I don't think too many people know about it because I shut it down after a season. But
Okay.
literally every day from the Viz After Us ka Facebook page, one expert would go live, and
Okay.
they would teach something for 15 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes was like the thing. We called it Nugget Learning. And it was quite fun. So, some first day we hosted some fashion designer from Whistling Woods, and she was teaching like, quick quirks about fashion designing and all. So, I think we did some 30 episodes of that, 30 days, 30 episodes. So, we
Wow.
started with some 3, 4 thousand people live, and then we ended with more than like a lakh people live on the last episode. So yeah, I was like, okay, probably we're on to something here, maybe like people love doing this. So very like luckily I had this one random, website domain saved like back in Feb. Like randomly. I have this thing, I have like these 50 random domains that I have. I think a lot of people do that. I'm like a domain hoarder.
Yeah.
But I got the domain that said bookaworkshop.in, and I sat down one night, made like a Wix website, very shoddy looking website. But we put that out there, and luckily because of my BMM days, my Bombay days, and all the marketing stuff that I did here, I had a lot of connects in the industry. I had a lot of like, and also my TEDx host, like being a TEDx host, I had access to a lot of different experts. So we
Right.
just got them on board. We told them the idea. They were more than happy to. So we just pulled in all these experts. We got them online, and we were selling workshops. Just like how Book My Show, you go to Book My Show, you book a, like any kind of a show. You came to book a workshop, you booked one of these experts. You could learn anything from how to make an ice cream to space tourism, like it was, yeah, it was like anything and everything under the sun. Like we had some very interesting directors come on board and talk about how to make it in Bollywood. We had people like Jay Oza, who's the cinematographer for Gully Boy and a lot many more Zoya Akhtar films, to come on and talk about cinematography and how he approaches a movie, and like lot of cool people kind of joined in. And in fact, I think towards the end of the day, I was just texting people on Instagram, just these stars and all. I was just go and text them, and they were kind enough to get on the platform and do a workshop. But
Right.
again, like, so our business literally went like this, and it went down the drain as fast because as soon as COVID started opening up, nobody wanted to sit in front of a computer, just nobody. So we tried our hands at, creating these recorded videos
Okay.
and putting them out there, like completely Netflix style. So well produced content and everything. We got like the really, really cool experts from around the world to kind of sign up with us, and we were producing content, pushing it out there. You could watch episodes, you could buy them and stuff. But then somewhere down the line, we realized that India, especially, is not ready for to buy videos and learn from it on their own. They really appreciate like a hands-on learning, so they don't mind paying for material, but they won't pay for videos, right? So that entire model tanked for us, and we kind of pivoted from there very easily. And then we thought that यार सामान ही चाहिए तो एक काम करते हैं ना, बॉक्स बना लेते हैं, सामान डाल देते हैं, and let's give the video free in the box. वीडियो तो बना हुआ है. um, so I think that's why Kidstar stemmed, and we were working under Booker Workshop for like a good 8 months before we decided to completely shut down Booker Workshop as a brand name and build Kidstars from there on out, and then launch Kidstars. Because again, like Booker Workshop and DIY kits ka koi, there was no, people didn't understand, because every time we said, oh yeah, we're Booker Workshop and we sell DIY kits now. They're like, but workshop kahan ho rahi hai? I'm like, no, 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 that's a DIY kit. It's a workshop in a box, and it was just not happening.
Oh, it got too complicated to explain people that what is exactly happening.
Yeah, and they were like, नहीं पर आपका तो workshop है ना. I'm like, नहीं नहीं हमारा DIY kit है. We need to switch out the name. We need to rebrand this entire thing. So for about 2 years, we were building a brand and this and that. We had to abandon it completely, start from scratch with the whole, like a whole new approach. Because before this, I'd never built a product in my life.
Okay.
I've always been service oriented. My parents also, I mean, even though we have schools, it's still a service, technically speaking.
Yes.
So, I mean, I had never seen how a product was built. I'd never built a product myself because I come from marketing and filmmaking, where nothing about a product is taught. Everything about how to sell a product is taught. So, we had a massive like unlearning and then relearning journey. Luckily, we got some very interesting experts on board who helped us really think about our approach, think about the brand, who we wanted to build this for, what were we building here, and really like handhold us into building what Kidsters is today.
So, Nidhi, what I understood from your journey of building Kidsters from scratch is like just it has always been the trial error thing. You started something, but you never gave up. And that is what I loved about it. I mean, you kept going, you wanted to just like be there, somehow just be there. And I think that's how your journey has been. You've just tried to gauge what is the situation, and you've tried to, build on upon whatever you had. So I think book a workshop, like you said, was a brilliant idea before COVID. Then again, the word that you said, nugget learning. I love the word nugget because, like you described, it's just a 15-minute thing, and it just catches your attention. Like, what is nugget learning? So it's fabulous. I mean, I just love that. I mean, our imaginations and our creativities can go to such levels, and I just love it.
Thank you.
So
That's sweet.
great. Nidhi, how do you balance your creative vision with the business aspects of, running a complete firm or a company?
So I feel like creativity is very transformative, Anushka.
Yeah.
So earlier, when we were like a very small team, right? Everybody was doing everything, and I was majorly the person making the products and making, like, everything, like actually coming up with the ideas, because I come from an art background as well. So at that time, my creativity was expressed in the form of exploring new material, exploring what are the new kind of activities that are there, creating the kit, trying things out and stuff like that. And now, I mean, over the years, our team has gotten much bigger. We have people who are, who do product development all day long. And I don't have to get involved on a daily basis to try out the product, or to try on material that I used to. So I used to be very scared, starting out, that I might just lose my creative edge if I'm not building a product. But I feel
Right.
like creativity again is very subjective, and like I said, it's very transformative. So creativity at the end of the day comes from creation, right? To be able to create something. So I feel like now I have transformed my role from being able to create a product to be able to create a company, right?
Right.
So the
Love
the
that.
way so the way I look at creativity for me right now is to be able to create an audience that loves Kidsters, to create a brand that is Kidsters, to be able to create a vision for Kidsters, a mission for Kidsters. So it's a different form of creativity, it's a different form of expression, but at the end of the day, it's still creativity, and that's not going anywhere anytime soon.
I totally resonate with what you're saying, and definitely, even a entrepreneur in a business needs to be creative to, keep going, going, going to reach
Oh,
that
yeah.
mission and vision that you've thought of.
And
So
I feel
since
creativity, can come in the form of it's really funny, but it's not. So what people always think is carry creativity and art and craft, right?
हाँ,
It's unko creativity is always linked to art and craft, but what most people don't realize is that a lot of times creativity is in every part of your life. It could be problem solving, right? Looking at a problem in a unique light and solving it in that way. It could be creating these broad missions and visions, and like an overall world for your brand out there. It could mean so many more things, and I feel like we use that word in a very limited sense, whereas it's so much bigger than all of us, and like what it truly means is very undiscovered even today.
and I absolutely agree. I mean, it's a point on what you said that creativity has such a bigger perspective. It's just that you need to, shift your mindset to see creativity in a different way. So what you said today is really like very insightful that you've said, and I guess like people who are listening to this will also, I hope, take it in a very different perspective, and try and understand that creativity is not just limited to art and craft, and it's much more. So, and also your mission, what you said, that word magical, that also involves so much of creativity. So that shows that, you're actually revolving around creativity throughout. So, I mean, if like we are talking about your mission, what drove you to, make this a particular statement that, make the world magical through Kidsters? So, can you just like talk us through that?
Yeah, absolutely. I can talk your ear off about this. Uh, Let me simplify this, Anushka. So let's say remember when you were a kid and you tried something for the first time? Okay?
Yeah.
Anything. It could be like anything, right? And you cracked it. Let's say it was a painting, or it could be, I don't know, you created like the coolest painting. You remember the excitement that you would feel as a child where you created a painting, you wanted to go show it to everybody. You
Yeah.
felt like this was the best thing on the planet, right? So in that
Absolutely.
moment, on that day. And I feel like the more we grow up, the lesser the excitement about life goes. The lesser we feel excited I mean, we do feel excited. I'm not saying that arey, kuch excitement in your life mein. But those moments of euphoria, the moments of this just unbridled excitement about just something that you've made, something that you've created. Uh, it makes you feel like there is more to this world. And every time you feel that there is more to this world, you feel like there's some magic out there.
Right.
So that's exactly how Harry Potter was built as well, right? There was always
Yes.
more to that child's life that was waiting for him. There's a whole magical world out there that he had never explored, and
Yeah.
I feel like there is a magical world out there that so many of us are not able to explore. Like for example, travel makes you feel magical because you get to see so many things, do so many things, experience so many things. But we can't travel every day. We have to go to work.
Yes.
I mean, we're lucky to get like one vacation a year these days, because we're all working. We have like 8, 9, 10 hours, 12 hours life sometimes, and it gets hectic every day. So I feel like making every day magical is not about the big things. It's not about planning a massive travel to some other country. It could be something as simple as you sitting down at 10 in the night and just being able to do those mandala drawings and
Right.
feeling one with yourself, feeling like you've created something that did not exist before this. And that is magic. You made something which did not exist before. You turned something into a beautiful piece of something, right? So I feel like I just want to make people feel a little bit of magic in their everyday lives because, honestly, most of us keep thinking, even at work, so many people are told, oh, you've got to get more creative, oh, you've got to get more, especially with the whole pressure of AI now and so many
Yes.
things being taken over by AI. Now humans are actually made to do things that are made for humans in the first place, right?
Right.
Like there's no data entry jobs that'll be available in a few years. Everything will depend on how creative you are, which does not mean that you need to know art and craft, but how quick are you with your thinking? How can you create more ideas, right? Now, if you are expected to create more ideas and be more creative, if your input has been the same throughout, right? Like you go to the same office, you meet the same friends, you go to the hang out at the same places, your input from everywhere is the same. How can you expect a different output?
True.
So I feel like
Totally.
that's what Kitstas is doing. It's giving you a different input for you to create a different output.
Wow, that's so amazingly put, and I totally resonate to what you're saying. And I feel from the start, it's been such a magical conversation. I can totally feel the energies of magic through, till now.
Give me
And
some.
absolutely, but I haven't yet tried any of the Kidsters, but I am
Let me
surely
send you
up.
like a bunch over. I'll
Yes,
send you like a ton of stuff to try.
absolutely. I am waiting for that and I'm just gonna try it because like I said, I'm a creative person and I would love to explore most of them.
I love
So,
it.
yes. So, since we're talking about the whole product, can you walk us through that? How did you curate your initial product categories? And like, what was the process behind, selecting those first few kits?
Well, my first few kids tanked very badly because they were really stupid, I feel. Yeah, it wasn't.
Honest person.
Oh God, like my first ever, the DIY kit that I ever created in my life was a on envelope decoration kit. Like, I'm not even kidding. I We created some. 20 of those, and I was struggling so hard to sell those. Like, I had to literally force my relatives and my friends and all just to like, I'm like, bas le lo aur kar lo, yeah. Like, don't even give me money, just do it. Like, here you go. And we came up with like a few shitty products even after that, because again, like, no experience in whatsoever. But
Right.
luckily I stumbled into, like, we were still building, we were still, doing something, we were still trying to come up with our own kits and all. And I happened to meet this friend of mine back from junior college, and she was working with Urban Plateau. So
Okay.
her and her boyfriend were both working at Urban Platter, and I was like, "Hey, hi guys, what's up? What's happening?" I was in Bombay, and I was catching up with them, and I was telling them about these DIY kits and how, big dreams, big ideas. Oh, it's going to revolutionize the way brands look at everything and the world looks at things, and this is the future, guys. I'm telling you, and I feel like they bought into all my, you know, all the words that I was spewing out there, and I was like, you know what? People love sushi, and sushi's been like the word that's been going around. And this was almost like 3 years ago. Now I'm talking about two,
Okay.
3 years ago. So everyone was talking about sushi. Everyone was still talking about sushi. So I was like, bro, you've got like some insane like ingredients at Urban Plateau. Why don't we make a kit together? Let's make a sushi kit. So he
Okay.
got very luckily for me. He got very excited about it. I'm always like an enthu cutlet anyway. And it took us about a month to build that product out. And we shot like really good content for it. It's a proper like sushi masterclass on, like making 4 different types of sushi and stuff like that. And we launched that. And I think after that kit launch, there was no looking back. Because that was like my star kit. It still is. I mean, sushi kits, they sell really well. They give people that unique experience, everything bundled in a box. Again, because like the hassle is to be able to, like, the core problem that a DIY kit is solving is convenience, honestly.
Right.
And it's because we're always procrastinating, right? कि अच्छा ये करना है, कभी
Uh,
करेंगे. Abhi, what do you need, like, how do you know what you need for it, right? Like, especially as a beginner, you have to go research, figure out what material you need, where should I get the material from. आधा Amazon पे मिलता है, आधा overpriced मिलता है, आधा कहीं local, to go figure out where you have to get everything from. And then like get everything in one place, and then figure out which YouTube video to watch so that all your material is actually being
falls in
used in the YouTube video. Yeah, and then you like follow that and you are able to do it. And it's just too much work, and you end up not doing it. Obviously, you're like, यार छोड़ यार, कोई workshop पे चले जाते हैं, कोई class चले जाते हैं. At least everything is organized.
right.
And that is one of the reasons why people also couldn't make sushi at home, because when you go to the market, you get, if you have to buy rice, the sushi rice, you get like a 5 kilo packet
Yes.
or a 1 kilo packet at least, if you're lucky enough. But you don't need 1 kilo, yeah. Like, you can make like 200 pieces of sushi in that 1 kilo rice. You just
True
need
that.
like half a kg to be able to make 50 sushis. Wo bhi. So
Uh,
being able to pre-proportion everything, give you everything possible in the box that you can't find otherwise. I think that was one of the major reasons why people keep coming to us even today. कि आपको एक भी चीज घर में जाके ढूंढनी नहीं है, बिकॉज वो एक चीज के चक्कर में, आई एम टेलिंग यू अनुष्का, वो रह ही जाता है. Like, so many
uh,
times before like book workshop, I remember that when I was studying here in Bombay, uh, I used to get a lot of these DIY kits from here and there, all right. And it would be kept for days. I would not do it. And the stupidest thing was keeping me from it. Because, I mean, in Bombay, I was never reading newspapers, right, at home. Because I was reading on my news on my phone. So, वो newspaper नहीं था. So, I couldn't put anything down and I couldn't get messy. So, जब तक I didn't get a bloody newspaper, I couldn't do the DIY kit. And then every day I would wake up, be like, हाँ मैं आज जाके रद्दी वाले से न्यूज़पेपर लेके आऊंगी. That would just not happen. Okay, and like, oh god. So I feel like it's just so stupid. I know, but it's just these little things that make you not do something. So we wanted to firstly get rid of that complete hindrance altogether. Literally, like we give them these messy mats in the kits so that you don't have to go looking for these newspapers. Like uspe pura mess karo, just wrap it up and throw it in the same thing. And like similarly, we try to make sure that you get everything in the kit. कि मम्मी ने कभी ये नहीं बोल देना चाहिए कि अरे तुमने मेरा सामान खराब किया या you've like taken this, you've taken that. So even in our cement kits, we make sure that we give them these paper cups. कि चलो they can take stuff from home and do it, but I'm like, why? Just give them everything, it's okay. So we've got a lot of these tenets that are associate that we've created, which are like guidelines for us, like broad spectrum guidelines for us, where each kit follows each and every tenet by hook or by crook. So it could be an art and craft kit, it could be a gardening kit, it could be anything on this planet that we create, but it has to follow this at any given point of time. Like one of the major tenets for us is that a kidster is the hero of a story, right? Is the hero of their story. So today, when you buy the kit, we need to make sure that you feel like you're the hero of your story. So,
Yeah.
and you're going on a journey with us where you're able to create something magical, and then being able to. So we also ensure success. Like that's another thing that we have where. Come what may, like whatever kit you take. So we make sure that we give you enough material, enough guidance, enough like pre-done things or templates or stuff like that. So depending on how much of a beginner are you or how much of an expert are you, anybody on this planet can get this kit and do it very well. So it ensures success. It ensures that you are able to make something towards the end of the day that you're proud of.
Right.
Like so these are like for example, we will also always give extra material in the kit, because we
Oh,
know that यार पहली बार शायद गड़बड़ हो सकती है,
right.
but you shouldn't go back disappointed from the kit or disappointed in yourself. So we always give extra material to make at least 2 to 3 things out of it minimum.
Okay.
कि हाँ कि where we know गड़बड़ हो सकती है, but like यार आप extra सामान ले लो so that you can experiment more, do more, figure out in the first turn कि अच्छा ये गलती हो गया, second turn में भी गलती हो सकती है, third turn में you will get it right.
Right.
So we've created a set of 6 tenets that we follow very strictly for building each of these kits out, which ensures that people have a good time and they feel the magic that we're all pushing out there.
Pushing out there. And I feel that's a brilliant idea, what you just said, that, someone does not need to be really necessarily creative per se. So when
Correct.
you are really pushing that person, ki nahi, I mean, it's okay. Even if you're not creative, you can definitely create something magical. And that's a different feeling altogether. I mean, it's a different level of achievement for people who feel that, creativity is just art and craft और हम तो उसमें हमें कुछ आता ही नहीं है करके. There are a lot of
Correct.
people who say,
Yeah.
no, 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 art and craft is not my thing. So, I mean, I just love that thing that, you're
It
still pushing people out there and
Yeah, it makes you feel so powerful, Anushka. Like people have come back to us with such insane stories. Like
yeah,
every day, I am so taken aback by, how people are using these kids. What are they doing with it? And what are the kids doing for them at the end of the day? Because it's all about, so for us, when we started Kidsters, the name Kidsters itself, it's not about the kit, it's about the person using the kit. So
okay.
Kidsters, a Kidster is actually a person. A kidster
Oh,
is a person who loves to have fun. A kidster is a person who loves to create, who loves to explore, who loves to curate, who loves to, like go out and try, experiment. Um, so these are the 4 standing principles for a kidster. So if you are either one of these, you're a kidster.
oh,
So, and how do you become a kidster? Is by getting a kit and enabling that experience for yourself.
right.
So that was always the ideology behind the name. Okay, we wanted it to be for the people who are using it. It's about the people using the kit. It's not about the kit. Kit to आएगा जाएगा. आज 100 है. We will come up with 1,000 more. So it was never about, it's not like Tata Namak. Like Namak is not like कि वो उनका star product है, right? वो सालों साल चलेगा. But यहाँ पे the kit could keep changing, but you as a person with these innate qualities are not going to change. So today,
True.
you very rightly said, like when a non-art and craft person is able to do art and craft, that boost of confidence that they get, कि, oh, now I can do anything in this world. Oh, let me try
Yes.
more things out. Can I do this? अगर मैं ये कर सकता हूँ, तो can I also do this? Can I also do that? So it opens up their mind to so many more things. Like I
Totally.
let me tell you a story of this guy who came back to us, and I probably say this story so often because it's one of my favorite stories. So this one guy, he's some like tech engineer in Pune. He bought a Lipan art kit from us, and he bought a calligraphy kit from us as a Diwali gift for himself. This year I'm going to push myself to do something completely different. So he got these kits, and then he sent us a very long email, like a very long Instagram message. And first I got scared. I'm like, shit, I don't know what we did wrong. कहाँ इसके साथ क्या गलत हुआ है ना? That he sent us such a long message. But it turns out he actually was very, very appreciative of the kids. He's like, calligraphy I'm learning for the first time, and that's so beautiful. You've got such a brilliant, detailed you know, video and stuff. And then he came to the Lipan art thing and he sent us a picture. So he's like, I haven't done art in about 20-25 years, right? I was probably in school like third, fourth standard. When was the last time I did like proper art? And he made, so he got very inspired by ISKCON, and he wanted to create like a little, tribute to Lord Jagannath. So he did like a little sunflower thing. He got his hands right, and then he created like a little, face of Lord Jagannath in the middle, and then he created like a full beautiful decoration. I'll send you the picture.
Yeah.
Um, and he got so inspired. He made it. He was so happy. He sent the picture of what he'd made to the high priest at ISKCON in Pune. And the high priest got so happy with it that he's like, you get this. And then they put like this massive ribbon around it, that Lipanatka coaster. And the high priest actually put it up on Lord Jagannath's, like the Murti, the idol. And they took a picture of it and they put it up on the ISKCON temple ka official Instagram page and stuff like that. And the guy was like, I have never in my life, gotten so much praise for something that I've created, and it's completely like changed my worldview. And I'm going to keep doing more of this now. And like, I feel like it was such a simple thing. He just got a kit, he just got inspired, he just wanted to, create something that was close to his heart. And he just got so much validation for it, so much happiness for it. He felt the magic, right? So it's you don't know, Anushka, what these kids are doing right now. Like who is buying these kids for what reason, and how is it affecting their life? Like there was this one friend of mine, again from the tech background, and she was somebody, who had slightly older parents. So like her parents and her age gap is like about 35, 40 years. They had her when they were very like a little older. So like today when she is, let's say, 30 something, her parents are like in their 70s. So
Yeah.
they don't have common ground to really talk. So she's always had that struggle with them. Ki, yaar, when I try to explain my work to them or what I'm doing, they poor things, they're not able to, they can't understand. It's
Right.
too complex for them, even if I try to simplify it. And they don't have new stories to share. I've heard their stories, I've heard all of it. I've heard them like tens of times. And the only thing that we can really talk about, the common, like, I love them so much, but I don't know what to talk about. Um, so the only thing left is कुछ gossip कर लिया about the fam, and that's just very boring,
I
honestly.
know.
So this time when she was going back, she lives in Australia. So when she was
Okay.
going back to her hometown, she took a bunch of these kids from me, and so every night they would sit down and they would just open up the kit after dinner, and all of them would start creating and doing something. And she's like, Nadi, it was such a magical time for me because for the first time in so many years, I was able to have a conversation without really having a conversation. And we were just having fun. We were just sitting down, and all of us would look forward to that time after dinner where we would all sit down and do something different. And it just opened up a whole different plethora for conversations for them. I feel like they could finally connect.
And now I know why do you call Kidsters as India's. biggest DIY brand, because I can totally feel, the instances that you've just narrated. I can feel it. I literally have goosebumps right now
Oh my
just hearing
God.
you. And definitely, like we said, that you as a brand, and when you know that it's adding value to someone's life in such a great extent, imagine, I mean, definitely that's such a motivating factor for you guys, and it's amazing.
Thank
And
you.
when you also told me about, when you put all of these stuff like the basic messy mats and all of that, I could totally resonate to it, because again, watching some video on YouTube, and then then you need to. I used to always list down the ingredients, go in the market, and acha ye brand ka to mil nahi raha hai. Can I? Is there any alternative? If I'm not getting XYZ thing, is there any alternative ingredient if I can use it? It was so much of a hassle, and then you're like, yeah, just let's give up this recipe and let's like just try something which is more easier.
Correct.
So that is the true fact. I mean, and if you all are like just giving it out on the platter, I mean, who would not want to do it? I'm totally sure of that. I mean, someone who I have never like really, I was never good at, I've never tried cooking per se. But of course, like you, there are things where you need to get into all of these things and you need to try. So when even I used to try out these recipes, that's what experience I was telling you, that it was
Right.
such a difficult task for me, because pehle to you don't know exactly what when to put what. It just goes on with the video that's showing you, acha iske baad ye dalna hai, iske baad wo dalna hai, and have the right ingredients. So you're so much in a doubt ki jo bana hai, the end product, is it actually what it was supposed to be or something else. So I mean, I could totally relate to all your things that you've told me, and
You know, the
definitely,
funniest part is that Danish, my husband, he keeps making fun of me. He's like, Dekho, so I don't know how to cook. I don't know, like, I can't cook to even save my life. Like, I don't know how to make coffee. I don't make a chai. Like, nothing. I don't know anything. And,
you don't
but
need to. You have your husband to do it.
I think that's one of the reasons I got married to. Like he cooks excellently well. Oh my god! Like I keep drooling over the food he makes. But finally, he's like, "तेको कुछ नहीं आता, पर तेको sushi बनाना आता है." I can literally roll like 4 types of sushi. Like I know how to make. I don't know how to boil that rice, but I know how to make sushi. But
That's the magic of Kidsters.
that's the value of kids. Like someone asked me, "What can you cook?" I'm like, "I can cook sushi."
And that's so fancy. You're like, huh, sushi? Okay, done. You
Yeah.
nailed it there.
Oh my God. But I feel I'm a little like sometimes I feel like I've started Kidsters because I've always wanted to do these things and there was nothing out there. And
Right.
like just because I want to do it, I'm like, do it for me. I will do it. I will sit and do all of it.
I think the brightest ideas definitely stem from our daily lives, the challenges and the issues that we face in our daily lives. Like you said, that you didn't have a newspaper, so I couldn't start it. So it's
Hi, yaar,
amazing.
like,
Like, how did it, like just a basic newspaper, because you didn't feel like starting anything messy, and that's how it's a revolution totally. I mean, this basic thing made you think so much in depth. You need to provide everything to the person so that they don't procrastinate even for a second.
yeah, like there's nothing stopping you in terms of video and expertise, like at least we want to get all of that out of the way. Then it's just little things, it's just little nudges to enable you to do more. Like
Right.
I still know, like, even today, like the way we do product trials, the way we do everything, so when we're building a product, also we constantly think of every little step. कि अच्छा, when I open the box, like let's say if I want to start the activity, तो मुझे कुछ नीचे बिछाना पड़ेगा. That's how that messy mat idea came. कि अरे पहले मैं I will put this down, right? Then what do I need? How much saman do I need? Let's say if I'm giving them a cement ka packet, but now to mix it, what will I pour that in? देन लोग बोलते हैं, "अरे वो तो घर से कुछ मिल गया." हम लाइक, "नहीं भाई, घर से कोई नहीं मिल देता कुछ भी, हाथ नहीं लगाने देंगे।" देन वी वर लाइक, "अच्छा चलो कप्स डालो।" देन वी वर लाइक, "ओके कप्स ये हो गया।" देन आप डाल दिए, डालने के बाद में यू नीड टू स्टर इट, यू आल्सो नीड समथिंग फॉर दैट. So we look at this in like this detail, and then we get like random people to come in and try out the kits. Like I'll get my dad to come and try out the kits so that I see what how he's doing it. I get like a few random friends we'll invite. We'll get like some kid from नीचे, like नीचे कोई बच्चा काम कर रहा होगा उसको उठा लेंगे, आ जा इधर, come try this out. So we tried with like the craziest number of people. So for the lack of a better word, we want to make it dummy proof.
Absolutely. I think you have nailed that part, and that's why I feel such experiences have come out on the surface. And I feel even when someone's, bought that kit, and once you until you open the kit, I maybe people might have that procrastination, but I think once you open that box, and I feel you've left no excuse for the person to, not start
I
being creative with that kit.
hope so.
There are no excuses, and that's amazing. So, Nidhi, if I ask you, what strategies did you guys employ to scale Kidsters from a small startup to India's largest DIY kids brand?
I feel like we have been very, very much into growth hacking because even today we're bootstrapped. So we haven't been funded yet. And I'm still holding off. I mean, we have a lot of very, very interesting prospects, but I'm still holding off on getting another person on board, getting an investor on board, because I feel like there is a very, very big magical power that is hidden in growth hacking that just makes your mind open up, because it's not always money that you need to scale up. So I feel like when money is taken out of the equation, when you have very limited resources, money is a resource, right? So when you have limited resources, so lesser money, lesser people, lesser everything, lesser space, it gets your mind rolling. You start
Right.
thinking of ways of what can you do, how can you do to be able to scale up, because that is the goal at the end of the day. So I feel like when we launched Kidsters in August 15th, it took us 6 months. Before that we were still like, I mean, we were working under the name Booker Workshop, but we weren't really like selling a lot. Our focus wasn't selling. We were literally, all of us sat down, we were building it out, we were building out what do we want, how do we want people to feel. So more than the kits, we actually sat down on how do we want people to feel, who are the people who want to use this kind of a thing, who are we building for, what would they like. So we figured out that we want to build for 21 to 35-year-olds. We want to build for people who don't have the time, people who lack patience, but who love to explore, who'd love to go back to creating and doing something, who who can't be, but let's say who are looking for ways to connect with themselves and people around them. Like today, if I have a partner, I don't want to do like date nights are very boring technically. Like क्या करते हो आप date night पे? You go out, you have dinners, you have lunches, you go out, you go drinking, you go dancing, you okay, dancing is fun, but you go out, you watch a movie, right? Now once you get married, or let's say when you're living with your partner, all that excitement starts going out of conversations, because you know everything about that other person's life. You know what time they are waking up, you know what time they're going to the bathroom, you know exactly the entire schedule, how it is working, what is happening. So and of course, I mean, you work in two separate lives, but even your work life, anything good happens, you're constantly texting, right? So date night पे आप क्या अलग बात कर लोगे? जितनी कॉन्वर्सेशन होती है, जब तक आप पहुंचो डेट नाइट पे, उधर ही खत्म हो जाती है। तो बैठ के क्या करोगे, राइट? I
Yeah.
mean, these are real life problems. So we started discussing these real life problems के exactly मुद्दा क्या है? Like क्या हो क्या रहा है life में लोगों के? And we started diving really deep into that. And I feel one of the biggest ways that we were able to scale up so fast is we have created these very unique systems to build kits. Like, so our system, the way we've been able to build this is we can launch any kit from idea to the final kit in less than 15 days.
Wow.
Yeah, like we're able to do this really, really fast. Um,
Fast.
The second thing is that we have figured out that all of these art and craft kits, right? They bank on certain materials which are common. Like let's say painting का सामान common हो जाता है, basic, right? Like all those things are common. So we started using similar or the same materials in a lot of different kits. So then बस जो अलग चीज करनी थी उसके साथ में we would get that, and then we would kind of like combine that. So uski wajah se material availability was always there. We could buy those certain things that we needed for most kits. We could buy those in bulk. Cost started going down. So on the operation side, this is how we did everything. And on the kit side, what we did is we started looking into people, their relationships, what they wanted to build, how they wanted to build this, how much time they wanted to spend doing something. So we figured that 20 minutes is the ideal activity time.
Okay.
It's not less, so it doesn't feel like अरे अभी तो चालू किया था खत्म भी हो गया. And it's not so much कि you feel like, oh my god, this is going on and on only, I don't want to do this anymore, या चल कल करूंगी, I'll do it परसों or something, and you leave it. So 20 minutes, like this is not the this is the activity time, not the drying time or whatever, but 20 to 25 minutes is the ideal activity time where you can stay focused, you can do something, and if you're able to create in those 20 minutes and feel that excitement right there, we've cracked it. So we started focusing all of our energies on a lot of these 20-30 minute activities. So all of our knitting and embroidery and all of that went out the window. Because I'm like, यार मेरे में ही पेशेंस नहीं है वो बैठ के करने का, कहाँ मैं दूसरों को बेचूं ना वो करने के लिए. Like you really need a certain level of patience, that that excitement to be able to do it. If you have
Right.
it, I'm very, very proud of you. But that is not who we are,
Right.
because that's not fun. That is more engagement, that is more meditation, that's more slowing you down, that's more patience is needed for that. So we're in the fun 20-minute, 25-minute activity time. Aao kuch naya karo, create something. So if you see a lot of our kids also, so we're like, are the kids for artists, or are the kids made for anyone? So we're like, we're made for anyone. We don't care if you're an artist, because if you're an artist, you don't need a DIY kit. You know supplies कहाँ से मिलती है, क्या करना है उसके साथ में. So it's
Right.
redundant that an artist buys a kit. We're for everybody who's not an artist or was an artist at some point of time in life, कि कभी तो सोचा था कि मैं पिकासो बनूंगा, but हो नहीं पाया. So now they're in a corporate job. So we're for all of those guys. So I think the more clarity that we got on who we are for, how much time is needed, all of these basic things. I mean, it might sound really small, but it makes you focus so much that you're able to scale up much easier. I feel like most of the time when people are trying to scale up, there's a lack of clarity, which kind of hinders the growth altogether. Because you're like, अच्छा हम कहाँ जाएंगे, क्या करेंगे? So in terms of operations and products, we started getting very razor focused on who we were catering to, what we wanted to build, what are the common items, commonalities, so that those items can be scaled up upon and stuff like that. We also created a design system where now, like, so imagine every time I had to launch a kit, I had to launch a whole new packaging.
Right.
राइट, लाइक आप सोचो हर बॉक्स का बॉक्स
हाँ.
बनना है, हर किट का
Yeah.
बॉक्स बनना है, उसका डिजाइन बनना है, एंड द एमओक्यूज फॉर boxes are a minimum of 1,000 pieces. So every time I had to launch a kit, I had to figure out कि यार मेरे को 1,000 boxes खरीदने पड़ेंगे, मिनिमम उतना तो बेचना है. What if the kit
Right.
tank? All that is then a loss, right? I'm putting a lot of money into this packaging. So we came up with a whole design system that took that whole thing away. So imagine now today 110 kits almost fit into three types of boxes.
Okay.
So we created those systems. Okay, we standardized three boxes. We call them the subs, which is SUBs, which is the standard universal boxes. So in
Right.
these three boxes, we fit everything and anything. And then we've created internal contraptions where we can create different partitions for different kind of boxes and stuff like that. So we've created a lot of these unique systems, because पैसे ही नहीं थे ना यार ये सब करने के लिए. 100 अगर 100 किट्स बनाने हैं तो आप 100 बॉक्सेस तो नहीं बनाओगे. 100
Absolutely.
designs nahi बनाओगे. So we had to, so those became our problem statements. So I feel like we're very good at defining our problem statements and then racking our brains on our workarounds for the problem statement. So that's where creativity actually started transforming for me. So it went from material and what to do with it to these kind of problem statements and what kind of unique creative ideas we can come up with to kind of tackle these problems. So that is on the product and operations side. On the on the on where to sell and how to sell, I think we focused all of our we figured out that DIY kits are still, I mean, a very nascent product to India. So it's not something that, like, unlike the US, where DIY is a way of life, right?
Yes.
India's still catching on DIY. A lot of times, like 9 out of 10 people I meet, I have to explain to them, ये क्या होता है,
Right.
right? It's not like people just get it. So
Yeah.
I feel like what happened is we figured that there are a lot of pictures and videos that need to go to explain what the product is, which meant that we tried our hands putting it in offline stores, or we burnt our hands a lot doing that. Because offline is not a place where you can explain a lot. I mean, you're dependent on that one shopkeeper or that one sales executive who's going to, and you are surrounded by 2,000 other products that you're competing with at any given point of time. So I feel like
Right.
we focused all of our energies online. We started listing in the craziest places, like we're listed on Ferns and Petals, for example. And our products sell so well there because there's such unique gifts and people keep buying them for that. So I feel like we found these unique hacks on where to get the products placed to get the maximum outreach. And the one big factor for us that completely changed the way we look at the world is quick commerce. As soon as we got onto Zepto, I feel like that changed so much for us. That completely flipped our marketing strategy. And in fact, that just fit, that was the last piece of the puzzle, I feel, that fit so well. Because today, if I'm catering to, let's say, 21 to 35-year-olds, I show you an ad, and now you're like, चल अभी मंगा लेते हैं, मैं फ्री बैठी हूँ. पर
हाँ.
अभी कैसे आएगा? It will take 7 days for us to be able to deliver to you because we ship pan India, right? And given any unforeseen circumstances, कहीं कुछ हो रहा है, कहीं कुछ हो रहा है, कहीं डिले हो गया, जो minimum 7 days तो लगता ही है for the parcel to reach. So we weren't able to crack that immediate magic, कि अच्छा अभी चाहिए अभी लो. With Zepto,
हाँ.
we were able to crack it कि ad दिखाया, पसंद आया, अभी जाके खरीद लिया, अभी आ गया घर में. They're able to sit down and do it. So
Oh, that's glowing.
yeah, I feel like with the quick commerce, we've been really able to crack the code here, fit in the last piece of the puzzle, and go quite ballistic with everything. But so that was on the so I feel that's something that we cracked, that we know that. And Anushka, one really important thing is that when you're starting out, especially when you're a product company, right, a lot of your investment and your working capital goes into stock.
Right.
So one of the major reasons why we did not go into shops, and it's really helped us scale a lot, is that as soon as you go into shops, आप inventory बनाते हो और आप हर एक shop को देते हो. So only when your inventory is in their shop, they will be able to sell it because it's a physical product, right?
Yes.
Whereas online, I can have the same 100 products, same 100 kits, वही only 100 kits in my godown, and on the basis of that, I'm able to list in 30, 40, 50 places,
Yes.
right? I don't need physical stock or physical inventory in all of these 50 places to be able to list it, to be able to get listed and sell on those platforms. So I
Absolutely.
feel like that has been, again, like one of the reasons why we were able to scale this fast and be able to still be bootstrapped and scale on our own.
And I think that was a brilliant strategy. I mean, and again, like who goes to the shops and buys? We are in a generation of being instant for
Exactly.
everything. And we don't have that kind of patience to, get out just for a DIY where, we don't take that much efforts for ourselves. And that's a
Yeah.
proven fact. So, but what you told me about Fawns and Petals, I mean, that's such a brilliant idea again because it can definitely, you can order it to another city for someone as a birthday gift, or on any particular specific occasions for people, and that's such an amazing experience that you're gifting someone.
Correct.
So I think you all have just hit the right spots, and I
It's
think,
taken
yeah,
a
I mean,
while, trust me.
that's taken a while. That's taken your hard work and so much of giving in to different circumstances, situations that have come across, and I'm sure of that. And I just wanted to ask you, how did you find the G spot of like 20-30 minutes of having that concentration level? How did you figure that out?
I think that's a very personal journey for me. I don't have the patience.
Right.
Like,
Totally. I mean, yeah.
yeah, but we saw that. Like, I would try the products out with a lot of different age groups, right? So, we made my mom try it, we made my dad try it, we made a lot of other people in that age group try it. My age group, we tried it a lot. In the middle, like between them and me, we tried them a lot. And then even like the younger ones, we tried that a lot. So, Anushka, the thing is, we do a lot of events. For ourselves and for other people as well. So we showcase a lot, we do a lot of things, and we make sure that every time we put up a stall or do something around in an events, we make sure that we take a lot of activities with us. So it's not only selling kits, we actually make them do
Right.
things right. So
Yeah.
we get that first hand feedback on how are people using the material, how are they is it easy for them to hold it, is it easy for them to do this. So we get a lot of live feedback from there, and we figured that यार ये 20 मिनट के ऊपर ना नहीं करना किसी को like even though they might say कि
Yes.
अच्छा नहीं 1 घंटा बैठ के आराम से करेंगे, like they could do the same 20-minute activity for 1 hour also if they wanted. Like today, if you wanted, you could paint a painting in an hour. You could paint this, like you could, like if I give you a canvas, somebody can sit down and paint it for an hour. Somebody can sit down and paint it for 15-20 minutes. Somebody can sit down and paint it for like days together. So that is a very personal take. Now we don't say that तुमको 20 मिनट में ही करना है. You
Huh.
can sit down for hours and do it if that is something that you would like to do. If your
Right.
patience level is that, if it allows you to do it, perfectly fine. But though we are building for the least common denominator here. क्योंकि
Right.
उसके ऊपर तो लाइक वो तो बेस्ट केस सिनेरियो है ना. हम तो वर्स्ट
Huh.
केस सिनेरियो के लिए बिल्ड कर रहे हैं. वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो 20 मिनट के ऊपर नहीं होता.
Totally. I think you've just figured it out all in the right places, and there's just like it just perfectly fits. The puzzle perfectly fits everywhere.
I feel like one thing that's also helped us to really come up with these principles and come up with these things is because we don't look at a DIY kit as a box with saman in it. We look at
Okay.
Kitsters and we look at the lifestyle that we are trying to build with. So when someone asks me who I'm not trying to sell to, because अगर बेचना है तो बोलना पड़ेगा भाई हम DIY किट बेचते हैं, because otherwise समझ ही नहीं आएगा उनको क्या बातें कर रहे हैं ये लोग. But somebody who actually wants to know the bigger picture, I would always tell them that Kitsters is a lifestyle brand. We cater to a certain type of people with a certain type of lifestyle. We cater to people who love a lifestyle where they can create, where they can curate these amazing kits as a part of their parties for their friends or their family, or who would love to explore new things, right? Explore new ideas, explore new things, or would like to experiment with more material, like get 2 3 new materials, put them together, try it out, get new ideas, get nudged on different inspirations. So these are the types of people who fit as a kidster, and we cater to the life that they want to build for themselves. So we honestly look at ourselves as a lifestyle brand. So one of the biggest competitive advantages that we are going to have in the near future is that even today, when I ask you, can you give me 5 brands that you know in the DIY space right now in India, let's say, yeah, no one's able to answer that,
Yeah.
which means that there is a big block right there.
Big
So,
gap.
with Kidsters, what we wanted to create is not a product focused brand. We wanted to create a brand So
Right.
there could be 200 products, there could be 1,000 products coming in. What matters is Kidsters. What matters is the lifestyle that Kidsters wants to provide you and support the lifestyle that you've already built for yourself. So today, when you want to have fun, you need to go to Kidsters. When you want to
Right.
give something unique to somebody, you will automatically go to Kidsters because that's the life that you resonate with. That's because today you're not a person who's going to give somebody the same vase that you got from someone else, right? If you want to
Right.
give something to your best friend, you want them to feel special. You want them to feel like you know them. You want them to feel like you've given them like a unique experience in some format. And that's
Right.
Kidsters. So you'll always turn back to Kidsters. You want to host a date night with, your partner, you will come back. You will come back because you know there are a lot of options.
Right.
So the kit at some level doesn't matter. The
The
lifestyle matters.
experience, yeah, the experience that matters.
Yeah, and no one is building that right now.
Absolutely. I mean, like you told me, and I was like speechless. I did not know if there's any other brand that actually exists. I mean, there are few people who are just into art and craft only, very specifically
Correct.
to art and craft, where they're selling these kits because I mean, I saw them on Shark Tank. That's
Correct.
the thing.
The friends, by
Otherwise,
the way, very good friends.
I think you should always be friends with your competitors.
Yeah, yeah. We don't have competitors. That's what we keep saying. They are
That's
people who are helping us because the more people buy DIY kits, the lesser I have to spend on educating people on what is DIY kits. So they're all people who are helping me and each other. I mean, we're all helping each other build
wow.
the space.
Great. And I feel, guys, this is just a shout out that to every, I mean, to your every problem, the solution is Kidsters. So if you feel that you are stuck somewhere, please go to the Kidsters website or go to Zepto, go to FMP, wherever I think they're available everywhere, and just buy yourself this experience and like experience it for yourself.
Become a kidster, guys. Live the life.
So what's your what do you how do you envision these DIY kits industry evolving in the next few years?
I feel like it's just like we're not even scratching the surface right now. When I
Okay.
talk about the DIY industry in India, I mean, we are obviously very small, we're very nascent. But we see, if I have to look at a DIY kit, if I define that as an experience in a box, okay, so then I can say that people are moving a lot towards experiences in their daily life. Like if you go to see now that perfume making stall, okay, we see that in
Yeah.
so many places. We see them in shadis, we see them
Yeah.
in any and every other PR event and stuff like that. uh, we see, so like shadi pakad lo, ab shadi le lo. Now shadis have completely transformed. So many experiences are happening in the shadi. Any marketing event that you see, everybody is looking for like something hands on, right? Something
Right.
that people can come to the store and do and experience. So I feel like everything is moving towards experience. It could be
True.
experience based marketing, experience based anything. Yeah. Also, every brand that I see is trying to do something in this space now. Every like it could be the smallest thing, right? Like for example, Crocs. Like Crocs has those little, punch-in things where you can put your little accessories and all. That is also DIY. That is
Right.
also an experience. So I feel like DIY is a term that's very loosely related only to the kit. But
Hmm.
technically, what it is giving you is an experience. So overall, the experiences industry is blowing up. And I feel in the next 5 years, the DIY kits also as a product segment and as a part of the experience industry is going to blow up 100%. And we see that because, I mean, we see the US, we see how big the DIY industry is there. I mean, there are massive stores that are lined up just with kits and supplies and whatnot. So we see everywhere abroad, in fact, you go, there's a massive wave that has been going on for the past, like, I don't know how many years, for kids, for being able to do something on your own and stuff like that. I think India is just about catching up, but especially this gen, this 21 to 35-year-olds who have had that mad and heart attack experience, who've had hobby classes that they've gone to very religiously, and who now even when are segmenting, right, Anushka, we are looking at people, we call them dinks and dink wards or dink wacks. So DINK, that is double income, no kids,
Okay.
and
Oh,
dink,
okay.
yeah, and
Okay.
dink wards are double income, no kids, with a dog, and WAC is the cat, WAC, WAD or WAC, with a cat or a dog. Uh, so these are the people, like who are into experiences, because
Right.
they have the money to spend, they have the time. Because see, when you don't have kids, let's say when you have kids, a lot of your time, money, energy, love, right, goes towards the kid. You kind of start forgetting about you and your priorities and what you want, and everything becomes about the kid, which is a great thing as parents. But when you don't have kids, right, like then you have that extra padding of time, energy, money, to be
Yeah.
able to concentrate on yourself, to like figure things out for yourself and do more for yourself. So when that is happening, and a lot of us, like 21 to 35-year-olds, are actually I mean, I'm not saying all, but there is a higher segmentation now that is going towards the no kids space. Now,
Yes.
if you are choosing not to have kids, then you have all of this time and energy, and what are you going to do with it? You need
Absolutely.
experiences then. Then you start traveling, you start doing things. But travel again, you can't do every time. Going to fancy restaurants, you can't do every time. फिर आप क्या करोगे? कितना पिक्चर देखोगे? कितना नेटफ्लिक्स देखोगे? Right? How much are you going to scroll through your phone and check out Instagram? What are you going to post about if you don't do these things?
I think a lot of people are also, I don't know this generation, probably our generation or the younger generation are like, like our parents have worked till, are still working. I mean, maybe in their 70s, 80s also we've seen parents who are literally still working, going to offices and everything. But now our generation is like, boss, sorry, 50 and we are done. That's our retirement age. Like I think 50 also I'm saying on the higher side,
Yeah,
but that's going to be the retirement age, and people in the bigger cities, in the metro cities, want to shift to like the smaller cities where life is even more peaceful.
right.
With this thing, I mean, the experience that you're talking about, I think this is going to be such a uh, mindful thing that I think people are going to adopt, where you want peace, you want this artistic things, you want to be creative, and you just want to be with yourself.
Yeah.
So yes, I think,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Like I'm
it's
like
just
like there's this kit of ours that's a handmade paper making kit. That's one of our best sellers also. So with that
okay.
kit, you can literally recycle unlimited amount of papers and create new papers. So people actually buy this kit from us, and they have made this a Sunday ritual. So, all the junk mail that you get, or all the,
Yeah.
like printed papers, ya purana notebook ka papers, or anything, they'll just start recycling them and making like beautiful new papers. So I feel like what you're saying is completely right. And I see that because people are using these to build a lifestyle that they've always wanted to build. Like today, people talk about sustainability and recycling starting at home. But how the hell do you do it, yeah? कैसे करने का recycling at home, right? We're not a country that is used to doing a lot of things on our own. We've always had support, help from everybody and anybody. So to be able to even start doing things ourselves is very difficult, or even to start thinking. Like आप सोचो आज recycling में you can create your own manure, but nobody's going to sit and look at stinky eggshells and all those things and like put them into that thing, that massive ass machine that stinks.
True.
It's quite impractical. Like imagine you living in Bombay trying to make your own manure. The whole
Yeah.
building is going to come and file a petition कि ये क्या बास मार रहा है आपके इधर.
True that.
So I feel like you need to enable a lifestyle, and you need help to be able to enable that lifestyle. So you need to do it in a way that also lets you do it on a continuous basis. So yeah, I feel experiences are the way that this is going to happen.
I totally resonate with that. And yes, experiences is the way to move forward. I think that's the statement here. So
Experiences are
Nidhi,
the
if you would collaborate with any of the influencers or brands in the future, who would it be? Do you have anybody in mind that you would love to always, like you've always wanted to collaborate with for Kidsters per se?
uh, yeah, like a lot of brands, I think. And luckily, I'm telling you, Anushka, there's something like every time we want a brand on board, they somehow come on board. I'm honestly very excited about this. But I've always wanted to like collaborate with Soul Store because I feel like they'll get us. They'll get what we're doing, what we're trying to create. So yeah, that's definitely one brand that I want to work with. I want to work with one of the like Bold Care or My Muse kind of brands to be able to
Ah,
create like a really fun, quirky date night kit. Because date nights again like are a big part of our lives, yeah, and we just need to take them. We need to yeah, make them more fun. I have my list. I have a list of Starbucks is someone I definitely want to collaborate with at some given point of time in my life. I know I will. Like I'm gonna crack it one day. Starbucks,
yeah,
because that's been like one of my personal favorite brands. The way they've built the brand, the way they are. Again, they're more about community than coffee, right?
right.
So I feel like we have like a lot of like similarities there and what we're trying to build and stuff like that. So yeah, I have like a full list. I have like a 50 odd brands ka list that I want to work with personally and get like a lot of cool things done together. But collaboration is definitely the way ahead, and that's also something that we've believed personally in. We've collaborated a lot with a lot of brands to create cool experiences and for them to be a part of our journey and for us to be a part of theirs. But influencers, I think I want to get Rob on board. Like yeah, as an ode to him,
That's what I was going to say. I don't know how old is he. I mean, we were like so young when we used to see Rob on Mad.
Yeah, like I follow him on Instagram, so I know he's not that old. He still looks the same. Oh my God. Uh, yeah. And I feel like a whole generation owes their creativity to that guy. So I feel
Absolutely.
like he is somebody that I definitely like want to collaborate with at some point. Um, but yeah, I guess that's that. I have a
I
list.
think, yeah, I mean, and like you said, like, firstly, with my muse, you're going to take Kidsters up another level, definitely. And I mean, I can totally imagine the DIY with my muse would be like another level.
Or even Bold Care, like even they do like a fab job at it.
Okay, absolutely, yes.
They're so
And
even
with,
wackier. Like I love those guys. They're so crazy.
yeah, I know. And I mean, of course, even they have the level of creativity to put out their products in such an amazing manner.
It's fabulous. Like I love the way they've done things.
And also with Starbucks, I think, I mean, imagine like now, till now, we know Starbucks as a working place, where you take your laptop, sit in peace, just drinking your coffee. And imagine now sipping a coffee along with doing a Kidsters experience. So that's going to be such a transformative journey for
Okay,
all
let
of
me let
us.
me in on you a little. Let me give you a little secret that we've been working on. So we've been tying up with a lot of cafes, right? Trying
Okay.
testing out the market, seeing how it works. So we're just creating these Kidsters kiosks and putting them in these quaint little cafes. Where you actually go to relax, read a book, sit down, work, and stuff like that. And they're very simple kits. They're like pebble painting and mini painting, stuff that doesn't take too much time, something that you can cutely create and take back home. And it's been working wonders, Anushka. So people just come in there with their kids, people come in there with their older parents, they sit down, they pick up a kit, and they're able to do something really cute. And I feel like it's gonna be something.
It's gonna be such an impactful experience and impactful both ways, even for you, even for the cafe, and even for the people who are actually indulging into these experiences.
Correct. It's a win.
Amazing.
It's a win for all.
Yes, it's a win-win for all. Absolutely. And that's how the world is going to be. You have to have a win-win for both the parties.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Amazing. I mean, I feel the whole conversation has just been so magical and such an impactful conversation with so much of depth and I mean, just so much of creativity. I love it. I feel this episode was just like something of my genre because I love creativity. And
I am so glad.
I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you, and your valuable insights were like just mind blowing. Your
Thank you.
hard
I had
work.
so much fun talking to you. I love your energy. It's so amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you for unleashing your inspiring story, Nidhi, to make the world a magical place. And Kidsters is we spoke like Kidsters is more than just DIY. It's a creative revolution, guys. You got to try it. And if you're not one who's not yet tried, like me, who's not yet tried the Kidsters kit, do check out their website, which is in the link below, description link. And yes, explore your innovative sides and spark your imaginations with Kidsters.
Go right
So
now.
go right. Absolutely. So thank you so much to all who have tuned in to Discuss with Anushka. Join us next time for more such inspiring conversations and valuable insights from experts in their fields. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow our page on Instagram and spread the word. Until next time, stay curious, stay receptive. Thank you. Bye bye.